Hey guys, my name is Chrono. Satisfactory 1.0 is now up and I would like to share with you a beginner step-by-step guide on how you can automate your production. Please leave a thumbs up on this video and subscribe, and let's get right into it. When you start the game, prioritize improving your base. Only build the infrastructure necessary to improving your base. This shall open up all the crucial infrastructure you need to automate your production. Step number 1. Prioritize mining iron and copper ores. Iron and copper are two of the most basic resources to start up your production. Through these materials, you can produce iron plates and iron bars as well as copper wires and cables. These are essential materials for connecting your factories via conveyor belts and powering up your factories. At the start of the game, you have to manually extract some of it until you can create a portable miner at the equipment workshop. Deploy these portable miners at the iron and copper deposits. This will save you a lot of time that you can spend gathering other essential materials. Step number 2. Gather all the leaves and wood you can get. Leaves and wood can be synthesized at the hub to create biomass. This is very important for powering your factories. Never ever put leaves and wood at the biomass burner, as it burns quickly as compared to biomass you can create at the hub. You can press the E key and swipe your mouse left and right to gather as much leaves and wood as you can in any given area. Step number 3. Once available, build the following infrastructure in this order: miner, smelter, constructor, and storage unit. Once done, connect all three infrastructure to a power line connected to the built-in biomass burner of your hub. Prioritize building a miner at the iron ore deposit, then connect this to a smelter and constructor and storage unit using conveyor belts. This is the first step to automation of gathering of your resources. You may encounter a problem with the smelter as not powering up despite connecting it with a power line. The problem, however, is not the connection to the power line. To solve this problem, go to your smelter and set up the production recipe. This will automatically power up the factory. Once complete, repeat the process at the copper deposit. This will ensure that you have enough copper and cables to create your power lines. Once production of iron and copper are stable and you have sufficient stock of biomass, repeat this process at the limestone deposit to create concrete. Once done, you have successfully completed the automation of the three basic resources of the game. But here are some more tips while building your automation chain. For tip number 1, always check the requirements of the buildings you will create to save time going back and forth to the hub. New players commonly make the mistake of going to a deposit without the sufficient materials at hand. It can be very time-consuming to walk back to the hub to create materials for each of the infrastructure one by one. You can check the grand total of building the entire production line and manufacture the materials at the hub. Tip number 2, push the mouse forward and step back to get a better view at the hologram while you are building your infrastructure. This will ensure that you have sufficient view to make a more conducive layout for your factory. Tip number 3, make sure to put the infrastructure in the proper orientation. The arrow icons on the hologram shows the input and output ports of the infrastructure. Make sure to put the tail end in front of the front end of the miner. You can use the scroll wheel to adjust the orientation of your infrastructure. Tip number 4, at the beginning, it is better to place your production line in a circular pattern with the power line at the center to save time going from one infrastructure to the other. This way, you can check your biomass stock at the biomass burner and then quickly gather the produced materials at the storage unit. That is it for now. I hope you learned some of the basic steps in creating an automation chain in Satisfactory. If you liked this video, click the like button and subscribe to my channel for future content. See you in the next one.